this is Puzzled Matt here with Puzzle World, welcoming you back. Today we are talking about stimming and fidgeting, how they are different. People don't know that fidgeting and stimming are very much alike. This video is to show how autistic traits are not that different from neurotypical traits. The difference is that most autistic traits are just heightened neurotypical traits. Let's talk about what fidgeting is. Fidget because of nervousness, frustration, agitation, boredom, ADHD, excitement. Is one of these things, sometimes it's many of these things. To understand fidgeting, we need to see visual examples. I don't really like going out to the public though, so I'm sending my field correspondent, Puzzled Mom, to go and get the information for me. Puzzled Mom, are you there?
I'm here, Matt. Can you hear me?
Yes, Puzzled Mom, we can hear you.
What I'm about to do is go out in the public, and I'm going to try to capture raw footage of neurotypicals in their own environment doing fidgets. I will try to classify them so that we can later study them and understand why they do this. Here we have a common fidget, crossed legs, nervously kicking back and forth. We'll call this the pendulum. Here we have captured another subject doing a fidget. Notice he is stroking in deep concentration. We'll call this one the thinker. And I just want to make a note, you can do this with or without facial hair, but of course with facial hair you look a lot more intelligent. Here we have a subject in her natural environment at work. She is really trying to figure something out. Can you tell us why, or what does that movement do for you?
I'm thinking in my head, and I guess it's like I'm an expression.
Wow. What do you think about that puzzle, Matt?
Wow, I really like that one.
Here we have caught something truly extraordinary. In fact, I'm not sure this has ever been videotaped before. We have a man fidgeting with his wedding ring. Look at that, the dexterity it takes. This is a highly evolved fidget. I think I will call this the ring bearer. Amazing.
Seen that before.
Here we can see a neurotypical tapping your foot. I'll call this the tapper. Here I have captured one of the more common fidgets. We will call this the drum roll.
A lot of people do that one.
Here's a fidget that a lot of people do. They flick their pen back and forth, or they click the cap on and off over and over and over while they're thinking. We're going to call this one the flipping click. Here I have captured one of the more common fidgets. He's bouncing, bouncing, still bouncing. I guess we'll call this the bounce. Here we have captured a beautiful subject in our natural environment. She is twirling her hair. What does that feel like when you twirl your hair?
I don't even think about it.
Here we have one of the most common fidgets of all, pacing. A lot of people associate this particular one with nervousness or waiting for a decision. We'll call him the pacer. Here we have, the hair flip. This is a very important fidget because not only is it interesting to watch, it's been known to actually mesmerize and hypnotize men. Can you believe that, Puzzle Matt? Matt, are you there? Matt, did you get mesmerized?
No, of course not.
This is Puzzled Mom, finishing my field research on fidgets. Matthew, back to you.
Thanks, Puzzled Mom, you got some great footage. A while back, we used to think that fidgeting would cause productivity to decrease. But in new studies, it shows that fidgeting helps with work performance and memory. Now that we know what fidgeting is, let's look at stimming. Stimming is short for self-stimulatory behavior. And basically, autistic people do this for the same reason listed before. The only difference is stimming is fidgeting on steroids. Since autistic people feel things more intensely, thus their method of fidgeting has to be just as intense. And that is why it can't just be fidgeting, it has to be something like stimming because they need something just as intense. The difference between them is how much they do it, how they do it, and how obvious it is that they're doing it. The reason why I did this video on stimming is because I have a little brother named Steven who stims all the time, and this is an example of him stimming.
Is that a good tasting thing? Yeah, you like that? You like that one? You like tea? Show everybody my puppy? Okay.
When we go out in public and he starts to stim, people are unkind. They point, they whisper, they say mean things, and it really makes my mom sad. By making this video, I'm hoping that you'll see that stimming is just an extreme way of fidgeting and that when you see it in public, you won't think weirdly of it. I want people to recognize stimming so they're not so off-put by it. Autistic friends that stim as well as my brother. Clapping is one of the main stims you might see. Sometimes people also jump and wave their arms. I have a friend that claps. Also finger flicking. And sometimes they might moan or repeat phrases or hum to block out extra stimuli that they don't want. They also do it usually while doing the body movements. I hope this video helped you to see how fidgets aren't that much different from stims. By seeing that, I hope that you see that a autistic person isn't too different from a neurotypical person. This is Puzzle Matt with Puzzle World. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. If you have anything you want us to know, just type it down in the comments and I'll get to read it. See you next time. Bye.